What is up, my bamboo shoots? Round Panel 1 here, and welcome to Dueling Network number 31. Never ever going to forget those numbers ever again. Anyway, Dueling Network has been adding a lot of new cards lately. Still no sign of those burning knucklers. I'm really looking forward to those as well as covering them, because they just look like a really fun archetype. But today they also added a new card, and it's one I've been looking forward to as well for quite a while, and that is Artorigus, King of the Noble Knights. So, as most of you know, I'm quite a big fan of the Noble Knight archetype, so of course I've built a deck around this Artorigus, King of the Noble Knights XYZ monster, and so yeah, let's get straight into it. Now, I have gone with a sort of noble rabbit build, as I find it to be a lot more effective to get our XYZ monsters out without straight draw power. So first off, we have 3 Dark Blades. This is just for the rabbit and XYZs really. We aren't able to summon Artorigus using Dark Blade, but we can summon a lot of our other monsters such as Excalibur and Blade Ninja using Dark Blade, so again, it's just there to support Rabbit if I've used all of my other Noble Knight Artoriguses and I have a Rabbit left. Then we have 3 Noble Knight Artoriguses, just as I said. Not to be confused with the King XYZ monster, this is just a normal monster, again used with Rabbits, normally going into the King. As we have a nice mix of dark and light monsters in this deck, we might as well be running these boss monsters. That being said, we have 1 BLS and 1 Chaos Sorcerer. Then we have 3 Ignoble Knight of Black Laundsallyn. This is a decent card, easy to get out by tributing another light normal monster, and plus you can grab Noble Arms equip spell cards from the deck, so that's always good. 3 Noble Knight Gawayn. If you control a light normal monster, you can special summon this card in face up defense position. Again, very good for the XYZs mainly. There is also a really good tactic using stuff like this that I will cover at the end of the video with the other tactics. Then we have 3 Noble Knight Medraut. This is another one of the new Noble Knights, and this one is really interesting. So first off, while he is face up on the field, he is treated as a normal monster. But when equipped with a Noble Arms equipped spell card, he becomes a dark type and increases his level by 1. Plus, if you control no other monsters, you can summon a Noble Knight monster from your deck in face up defense position, and then after that you destroy 1 equipped spell you control. I like this sort of effect as the cost is not destroying the equipped spell, and it's actually destroyed after the summon, so I really like this guy's effect. Very interesting card, very good for XYZs. And then of course we have 2 rabbits. Now onto our spell cards of this deck. First off, the basics, Darkhold and Heavy Storm. I really like Heavy Storm in this deck as I can clear the field while destroying my Noble Arms cards, and since they were destroyed, they can then be re-equipped to whatever monster was equipped with them in the first place. So Heavy Storm is a very good card for this deck. And plus Darkhold is just our basics. Then we have a Foolish Burial. This can be used for either Laundsallyn or a Noble Arms card, so you can then get it back with the King's effect later on. Or you can just simply go into any dark or light if you need that extra material for BLS or Chaos Sorcerer. Then we have 3 Noble Arms Arfeudutyr. Once per turn you can destroy 1 set card your opponent controls, and the equipped monster permanently loses 500 attack. Again, very good tactic involving this card covered at the end of the video. 3 Noble Arms Caliburn. The equipped monster gains 500 attack, plus once per turn you can gain 500 life points. Now it used to be 900 when I last used it a few days ago, but it looks like they've changed that. And 3 Noble Arms Gallatin, the first Noble Arms card. The equipped monster gains 1000 attack and loses 200 attack on every one of your standby phases. So it's a good card. It kind of balances itself out, plus when it's destroyed it can come back, and I'm pretty sure the 200 attack loss isn't permanent. And we have 1 reinforcement of the army. Just a basic card to get some warriors into our hands, and now onto the trap cards. The trap lineup is very basic, just for support: 3 Dimensional Prisons, 2 Mirror Forces, 1 Solemn Judgement, and 2 Solemn Warning. Now onto the extra deck. The extra deck consists of a very good warrior type build, some very good monsters that can only be summoned with warrior type XYZ material, so we might as well take advantage of it here. Now we are running 2 Kings of Noble Knights, Artorigus, just because I don't feel as if 3 is entirely necessary. And his effect is, he requires 2 level 4 Noble Knight monsters to be able to summon. When this card is XYZ summoned, you can target up to 3 Noble Arms equipped spells with different names in your graveyard. Equip those targets to this card. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, destroy any number of spell and trap cards on the field, up to the number of Noble Arms equipped spells you control. So right now that is 3. So a pretty good effect if you ask me. I think it's a decent card. You can get all those equipped spells onto it, including Arfeudutyr, so that's just more destruction to set cards really, so pretty good effect. So as I said, a very warrior type extra deck, so that consists of 2 Blade Ninjas, 2 GaGaGa Cowboys, very good for delivering the final blow with this second effect, 2 Heroic Champion Excaliburs, 2 Heroic Champion Kusanagi. I feel this is more effective than a Shockmaster, as most of the time when I use Shockmaster I'm dealing with traps, and this card deals with just traps while increasing its attack. Plus then, because it increases its attack, you can equip it with things like Arfeudutyr to destroy more set cards, so I really like this card of Shockmaster. 1 Maestroke, 2 Utopias, and 2 Photon Papilloperative. Very good and effective extra deck. So some very good tactics and strategies I have found for this deck are as followed. Now the first tip goes for any pre-XYZ summon you are going to perform, whether it be from Rabbit, Medraut, Gawayn, whatever. Equipping any monster with Arfeudutyr or Caliburn to get off its effect of either destroying a monster or gaining life points. Then simply return the Noble Arms to the new XYZ monster you summon, as long as it's a warrior type monster, and you're pretty much good to go to use this effect once again. Another tip, the easiest way to go into Kusanagi, which is one of the main XYZ monsters I feel of this deck, is to summon Medraut, use his effect to go into a normal Artorigus or something else along those lines, and then special summon Gawayn in your hand if you have it. This gives you the 3 materials, and again, if you have the Noble Arms equipped spells in your hand, use those, then go into the XYZ monster, and then use the Noble Arms effects again. And that pretty much sums up our build. I have a feeling a lot more Noble and Ignoble Knights are to come. As far as the story behind them, I have a feeling it will have something to do with that Medraut, as his effect basically becomes an Ignoble Knight monster when he uses it, and then returns to his normal light form later on. So hopefully there will be a possibility of some really kick-ass Ignoble versus Noble Knight mirror match duels. I'd really like to see that. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and the deck itself. If you could, be sure to leave a like rating and subscribe for more videos. Again guys, this is Round Panel 1, and I'm out. Peace. Thank you for watching.